Welcome to my presentation. I am Mr. Abidul Islam and I will like to introduce myself. So I was a master's student of Uppsala University. I completed my master's in entrepreneurship and I was fortunate enough to get the global scholarship from that university. I also studied in Luleå University. I completed master's in marketing from there, and I also completed my 4-year bachelor program in business administration from a top Bangladeshi business school. So currently I am actually running some companies. For example, I established a company named My Shoe Dog. It's a footwear news site. Also, I work as a freelance content writer. Mostly my clients are Swedish and American startup companies. So why I'm interested in this position? There is mainly three reasons. First reason is this position on NorrlandsNavet actually deals with small and medium-sized businesses, and I did my second master's thesis on self-employment and small businesses in the context of immigrant entrepreneurship. So I am actually very much interested or keen to learn more about SME. Also, this position is involved with research school of industrial management, which is much more focused on sustainability and digitalization. And I'm also very interested about sustainable development goals, as I was a sustainability intern before, and I also conduct some research on this area. Secondly, working within the industry, it means like I have a very diverse background. I studied marketing, entrepreneurship, business administration, and I work for various companies, so it is easy for me, and I am very much fond of making business insights for companies, which is one of the core for this position. Also, as an entrepreneur, I have to maintain a relationship with various stakeholder, and this position also requires maintaining relationship with industrial experts. Lastly, this position involved with teaching responsibilities. For example, the candidate has to 20% teaching. So I think like in future I will love to see myself as a teacher. So it's a very great opportunity to prepare myself as a future researcher or a teacher. Now I will like to say something about my research interest. Actually, my research interest is sustainable business model innovation. When a company try to produce sustainable value means environmental value, economical value, and social value. These three value together they called it sustainable value. So producing sustainable value requires changes in your existing old business model, and this change has some challenges and tools to solve those challenges. So it was never easy. So I found a research gap actually by some Cambridge teachers. So they suggested for a further research on sustainable business model innovation. So I have a research question, proposed research question. This is how firms can adopt a sustainable business model that has high social, environmental, and economical value in the context of digitalization. So now I will like to say something about my previous thesis. I did 2 masters, so I wrote 2 theses. One is in Luleå University. The thesis is much more about privacy concern in digital environment. So it is one of the first research paper on GDPR, and it was a quantitative research. So now I think I could actually conduct a qualitative research, because this research is about privacy concern, a very sensitive social issue, and when you dig more on social issue, it's always better to do qualitative research, but I did quantitative research. And my second master's thesis is about like a small business, like immigrant entrepreneurship, self-employment, and it's a qualitative study. The best part of this research is I conduct interview from different nations, like Dutch, Chinese, American, English, Bangladeshi, Latin American. So many people actually participate in the interview. So it was a qualitative approach. But now I think I was much more focused on Stockholm and Uppsala to be kind of like cities, but I never I never found a entrepreneur who is from outside of city or in the rural area. The situation much more different there. So this is kind of like the limitation of their thesis. So as a person, I am a very flexible, cooperative, entrepreneurial, because I studied and work in various countries. That makes me flexible and friendly. And as I studied in Sweden and lived there for a few years, so I have a good understanding about Swedish education system, Swedish economy, Swedish business, and overall the culture. So, and lastly, I'm a writer and I am involved in content writing business. So I think it's a good match that a writer is becoming a researcher, and you always have to do research for your making your content. Write something, write a blog. So that's pretty much me. Thank you for hearing my presentation, and I will wait to hear from you. Thank you.